She is the founder of Watering Can Press, and she is the author of the autism book. As I mentioned before, the subtitle is Being a Friend to Someone on the Spectrum. There is the lovely book. Ellen is joining us right now via the phone. She's in New York. Ellen, thank you so much for being with us today.
You're very welcome. I'm happy to be here.
Well, we're thrilled. I would love it if you would tell the viewers a little bit about this book and how people can use this in a classroom to help foster acceptance.
Sure. So the full title actually is the Autism Acceptance Book, Being a Friend to Someone with Autism. And true to the title, the goal of the book is really to walk children through better understanding autism, demystifying the behaviors of people who might be on the spectrum, and inviting children to be more kind and accepting to the people who meet that may be different than them in certain ways. So it's an interactive book where children fill in the blanks and participate in activities and really get to fully appreciate how they can better understand their peers. A lot of classrooms across the country use the book to support them in mainstreaming children. And why it becomes, hopefully, pretty valuable is, number one, that the book in and of itself is an activity book that provides a lot of information, but also is experiential. So, for example, a whole chapter called Walk in Their Shoes and See How They Feel, where children get to exercise their understanding and empathy muscles and imagine, for example, how it might feel if they had sensitive hearing, or picture themselves in situations where they like things that are predictable and write down some of the things that they think they enjoy doing over and over and how they react when they're surprised. So the book itself is experiential. But in addition to that, on the Watering Can Press website, we offer free teacher's guides that link the books to lesson plans that meet national and state content standards. So teachers can use the book by simultaneously referring to the lesson plans and teaching lessons in character education, language arts, science, math, et cetera.
It's really remarkable, and it's so interactive that on the cover of the book, it says by Ellen Sabin, and so the child can fill in their name as well. Isn't that correct?
Yep. Yeah, the entire book. I mean, when I started writing the book, what I really felt strongly about, Shannon, was that a lot of the topics that we try to educate children about can often get too educational or righteous and preachy. And my goal in the book was really to allow a child to think and navigate and explore and consider their way through the book. So the book really becomes their own keepsake. After they write it, it really becomes a reflection for them of how they feel about things. And for that matter, we all know that while bringing this topic into schools is really important, frankly, it's also important to bring it into homes. And because the book is a really useful conversation starter, it also has a lot of value in bringing messages out of the school and back to parents and community leaders and siblings.
I think it's such an important book, Ellen, because so many times I think people mean well, but they don't know what to do. And this really is a great tool that you can give to a friend. If you have a friend who's got a child who plays with your child, you can give this book to them, have them go through the book, or you can gift this to your child's classroom, to the teacher and to the classroom, and it really creates something that they don't have to think of, what am I going to do? It all lays it all out for them. You give them the roadmap to foster this acceptance, and that's really a great gift.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And that was essentially what I was hoping to create. And as you mentioned, there are For example, special education PTAs that buy bulk supplies to give to every child in a classroom or school.
Yeah.
Or for that matter, school foundations who have underwritten sponsoring the book to support building greater acceptance in schools and their communities. And also, as you said, because the book truly helps children on the spectrum and neurotypical children, put it this way, I think we're all nervous of things we don't understand.
Yes.
So the book, hopefully is highly researched and helps demystify some of the ways that peers might not feel understandable to someone, and just eliminates them. And all of a sudden what you have is, here's a classmate in front of me who's different than I am, and different is special. So let's all celebrate our differences.
It's a wonderful, wonderful thing. So how can people get this book, Ellen?
The book is available through the publisher, which is Watering Can Press. So the website is wateringcanpress.com. Again, wateringcanpress.com. And I point to that website because, in addition, there are free teacher's guides that can be downloaded from that website, and even free Jewish and Christian guides that some people have used in other settings with the book. It's also available at Amazon and Barnes & Noble, but the easiest way to get it while also seeing the other free tools and guides would be at wateringcanpress.com.
Well, it's a remarkable book. And the other thing about going to Watering Can Press is that there are many other books that they can see while they're there that you have authored and been a part of. Really incredible line of books that you really focus on growing kids with character. And that's a very important thing, Ellen.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I am honored to get to work on the topics that I think are important for families, and I hope that my books can contribute to that.